And after them being part of an all-nighter stay-up session thing, whatever you call it, head over to Retford to meet LNER Train Fan. This occurred once again later on, but that ended up being it as he then stepped away from the community for personal reasons and to take care of his family. Mad respect to you though, lad.
Well, he just made himself late. Next up, we're going to assume we're working from Edinburgh to Peterborough. One, two, two, three. Anybody for Leeds to St. Neots? 105. Here's a heap of Spain. The 12:36 Northern Train Service from Sheffield to Lincoln Central. Heap from York to Peterborough. That's 107. That's 108. Peterborough to York. Oddly felt short for a 10 car there, it went on forever. Thought there was more to it. 1015 St. Neots to Edinburgh. 1208.
On the 8th of May, the first video of Gorsey Lane foot crossing arrived on the channel. This is located closest to Grimsby, between Fiskerton and Grimsby. There were no further videos from this location for a while afterwards, almost as if it existed, then stopped existing, then suddenly existed again. Shortly after, on the 10th of May, Gringley Road followed the same pattern. There was no visits before me, with its newer wigwags at that point for safety reasons, and then none afterwards for at least 3 months, as if again it was done, completely forgotten about, then rechecked again.
Welcome to Gringley Road level crossing in Nottinghamshire. The time is 11:35 on Monday the 10th of May 2021. This will be the 11:36 Northern train service from Sheffield to Lincoln Central. What a strange setup here. So this side we've got the right hand ones twisted that way. On this set we've got them all facing the right way. On this one we've got the reds twisted facing left. And on that one, you've got the reds twisted facing right. So let's wait for the train then. I'll keep this rolling so you can see actual dome time here. There's nothing to look at. It's new Barnet, but bigger. Also though, as you'll probably notice without me mentioning, they have mounted the wigwags this side of the road on top of anti-trespass and a great massive pillar. So that one there and that one there are both on anti-trespass. Then otherwise this is a brand new head on this alarm. According to records, I think the wigwags were put in at the end of 2020 and no one's checked it out, so I popped down today myself. After the train's gone, I think I'll have to push the request button to get these things up again. The strange thing is though, with this being like roadish crossing, the push button this side's over there, so a driver's got to get out, push the button, get back in the car before the barriers come back down again. I think the way they're operating at the moment anyway is the crossing's operating like a normal crossing, where it's up if it's requested up and then stays up till the next train. And not like New Barnaby where it's up for like 30-40 seconds and down again for the rest of eternity. Train's approaching at some point, just left Retford station. So I'm I can push the button when the train's gone and get these barriers back up. If we look over to the side over on Blackstoke Lane, you can see this side we've got one normal wigwag like the other side, and then this side we've got two sat on the anti-trespass, one twisted to the right, and this random thins set.
The next day, the vlog appeared in form of exploring the Grimsby Light Railway and what was available for traffic. Didn't turn out there was very much because we tried to redo everything in one go, but Network Rail said no. So here comes Pyewipe Road with its extremely life expired swing gates and a DB cargo route learning vehicle, which, as you'd heard in the vlog, was an amended run, which should have come in from the other direction, but came in from this instead. I probably got those the wrong way around, but who cares? This is a cover piece, not the main video.
Good morning and welcome back to the faberoony90 channel. This video will take us through the next couple of days revisiting the Grimsby Light Railway. I've just got up at just shy of 8:57 and we'll be leaving at about 1:30 to make the first train on the light railway this afternoon. Join me on this journey. After waking up and preparing to start the day, I take a look at the YouTube subscriptions page and find, oh, Bournemouth's buggered again. Next, I take a look at the email situation and find one from Google Maps saying, my places have reached 350,000 views. Maybe if you let me add more, there'd be more there, but why do you keep rejecting Park fucking Drain? I will guide you through a bit more of the behind the scenes before we do head off to today's locations later on, which of course will be separate videos as well as this behind the scenes copy. Let's see what continues through the rest of Tuesday the 11th of May 2021. If we glance over at my Discord server, we can now see a couple of 91s have re-entered service on the East Coast Main Line to temporarily sort out the Azuma situation due to cracks on the suspension and the wheels. The first setback is 9110 and 82223. And the diagrams until further notice are right in front of you there by Tabegdi, one of the server managers. When I've got bored of sitting around checking everything and I'm waiting for something to do, as you do, we come up to just shy of 9:51 and it's time to get ready for the day by means of getting changed. Change complete. Next stop, find something to do whilst waiting for our departure time. Why today I've chosen to be short sleeves on long sleeves, I will never know, but it's due to be cold and wet, but we'll see how that's going to go. Let's shove the big board on. it about a week for it to realise I've put the switch on. Cover up local identity. And there we are. You may have noticed in the corner of that last clip there are several, what do we call it? Notes by the departure screen. I will share these in a future video if you want me to. I've just been scrolling through the For You page on TikTok and found one of the strangest things ever. Credit to Megs B, watch
a
this.
150-gram egg. It took her all afternoon to lay.
Oh. Very easy to crack.
This is our reaction when we cracked it open.
Oh, it's a very thin shell.
There's an egg inside of the egg. How does that happen? As you can see, episode 30 of the story went out yesterday of recording. Next, we need to get preparing the next several episodes ready to go. As you can see here, I've got up to number 39 ready. So I'm prepared to throw them out when I need to. The next one to go up is number 31. That's the thumbnail note font for number 31. As we can see, that's going to feature Egmonton, March, Brickyard and Lincoln Street. This was recorded, or even this one comes at the start of 2019, a year after the Nottingham Station fire. The description and tags has now been completed. So has the title. The description just gets shortened down from the template. Once the thumbnail's in place, it then goes into the story playlist as seen there. It takes up to maybe 2 to 3 hours to get the episode posted ready to go, depending on how long it actually is. And then there's the tags. I've noticed that many small channels aren't putting in the tags, and are then wondering why they're not getting many views either. Here's a piece that came up at the end of last year and has caused all sorts of havoc for those creators who want to get a swift video out. Add suitability. What is in the video? You've got to disclose that and it's got to be accurate. As I know there's none of the above in, I click none of the above and then press submit rating. On episodes previously, I've had to amend this because of the sort of content that is spoken about. But like I said, when this was beginning, in the very beginning, way back in whenever it was, nothing is being skipped unless it's going to damage a career. And what's come out so far is what had to be mentioned and had to have a light shone on it. We're about an hour later now from the last clip, and episode 32 is now making its way up, which is the discovery of Havenhouse, Thorpe Culvert, Botany Bay and Torworth. Okay, it's now 13:10 and it's time to get on the road to get started with today's runs on the Grimsby Light Railway. The train has been activated in the railway systems, but if it runs, it'll be a complete and entirely different story. Because the train can be activated any time in advance and then still not run. But we'll have to see what happens. So, I've arrived at Pyewipe Road. I'm A, awaiting a signalling team to attend because this crossing can't operate itself, and B, awaiting for the train to leave Scunthorpe. Well, that went well. The train's just been cancelled, that's why there's no signalling team. Let's try again tomorrow with the MPV. The last update was at 14:30. Upon checking the timetable at 14:31, the train's now starting at Immingham sorting sidings and doing a complete loop via Alseby, still covering the line twice. Let's see if that cunt's going to run. We now have a signalling team, so let's hope the train's bloody running. Our gates have now been unpadlocked, so we're just waiting for 0 Zulu 46. The train finally turned up, we're half an hour late. Now's the journey over to Woad Lane via the Tioxide plant and what's left of the old railway. So it should see the level crossing's now been taken out. It used to be exactly here. And the second level crossing that was exactly here has also been removed. Okay. Go right and pull over there out the way. Yep. Due to poor weather conditions, the remainder of today's plan has been abandoned. Let's get back. A quick diversion back to Claxby and Osselby, which was to be catching a double stay, but that's not happened. We've got an hour late freight train and a passenger train. Well, I seem to have somehow now made it back, but my vest is wet. Yet I had my coat on the whole time I was out. Well, by the time I got back to Claxby and Osselby, it stopped raining, but the double stay predicted in the timetable didn't happen. It was two separate ones. That'll probably be posted by the time this gets up anyway. Let's see what's going to happen next. It's now 18:32 and story 31 that you saw at the start of this video has been released to the public. Of course, it's not going to be the most popular video because the story is just pure archive with reality behind it. Next onto a tradition we call Time for Sam's Vlogs, Quizzes and More. We're back on Sam's quiz with which country's name is part of a Christmas dinner. I think it's Brussels. Actually, it could be right. We've got the Manny Strait and the Isle of Angly. What's he say?
In which continent is the world's longest river, the Nile?
Greece! Which is taller, the Eiffel or Blackpool? It's the Eiffel 65 tower, isn't it? Come on. That's the end of Sam's quiz then. You give him the right answer and he shows it you 4 times saying it's wrong. What to do? In the background of that State of a Quiz, episode 33 is now ready to go with Lissingly, Beckingham and Finningley. Beckingham was obviously filmed during a local election, and then the rest of it appeared when it appeared. That'll be the second part of 2019. And after Sam's quiz, I usually just catch up on what I've not previously seen, such as a Kevin Chapman occasional vlog or a video from Jack Sucks at Life. That'll be the end of today's section of this 2-parter video. We're ending this one at 22:21. I'll see you in the morning. Good morning, day 2 at 07:52. Let's see if today's going to operate as planned and not be disrupted due to poor weather conditions. Time to get changed and start the day. Change complete. Alright, so today's job then is not to necessarily finish yesterday's, it's to complete what we were going to do instead. Like I've just been punched in the face but I've just got up. But there we go. Today's job is to revisit Marsh Lane and Kiln Lane, because reports suggest from Network Rail the fault at Kiln Lane was fixed, but a report from yesterday suggests it wasn't fixed. We've got the MPV, which has a max running speed of most likely 20 miles an hour anyway, which is the speed limit of the line. What's going to happen today? It's now 8:29 and it's time to leave. Right, I've arrived at Stallingborough and the MPV's no waiting time at Grimsby town because of a 20-minute late running through here initially. I'll be remaining here until that's left Grimsby town. You saw the screen there, face coverings on trains and stations. So I've now made it over to Kiln Lane because the MPV passed us really early at Stallingborough. Let's see when it's going to turn up here. As we can see in the distance, there is currently a stop board next to that repeater signal. So we've got to wait for that to be moved to bring the bloody MPV through. We've come up to 11:02 and there's no progress whatsoever with this bloody train. Right, I've checked the reports coming in from the signals and its last report was randomly Lindsay Oil Refinery where it wasn't supposed to be going. He should have passed Pyewipe Road 7 minutes ago on his way down here. I've been here about an hour at this point and he's not made an appearance and we've got no signalling team. Let's abandon this idea again. We'll come back when there's a freight diversion day. Back at Stallingborough now for the next 3 trains. Taking a quick jump over to Ulsterby where there's 2 new station signs and there's bloody MPVs just now appeared on the map coming back this way. So it wasn't going to serve the Lark Railway after all. Well, that's it for Ulsterby. Let's get going towards the home place of home, if it's called that. And an hour and a half later, I've made it back to base. Once I'm back, time is usually spent going through the videos, editing and putting them together. Editing is usually done on mobile via iMovie on iOS, UCut on Android, or the old 2012 Movie Maker on a Windows computer. And obviously when editing's complete, it's time for upload, which on my connection is usually about 17 years. No, not really, usually about 3 hours. Like the top video there you can see is an 8-minute video, and it's expected to take an hour. Now half an hour. It doesn't really know. The video's not due out until the end of the week anyway, than this one to follow it that you're currently watching now. Wednesday evening is homework help. It's now 20:48. We finished the homework assistance. To find the rail feed that I use has gone completely kaput, and East Midlands Railway can't supply any information to any stations. Yay technology. Who said investment was good? Right, and that brings us to 22:24 and the end of this video. If you've liked it, drop a like and a subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Oh, good gravy. See if we can do it with a smaller one, because that big one's fucked. Good luck everybody, here we go. Well, that took forever. Time is 15:34, 2 to the 11th of May 2021. This will be the delayed 1517 DB cargo service from Immingham sorting sidings to Immingham sorting sidings. Okay, just from entry level crossings who was over at Kiln Lane and it's still malfunctioning. The train passed him at 15:14. You can't see that, but it's taken it 20 minutes to get here. Whereas it's timetable to take 13. focus, probably because of rain. Hopefully it's not too bad. C6194. Token exchange. There's no bin bells done to Great Coats number 1 signal box, which is always a right state.